So quiz 10, pretty much like all previous quizzes, will be based primarily on assignment 10. So make sure that you go through the assignment and know question 1, the definition of a radian. And the next 6 questions are all about these 3 groups of questions. So make sure that you know each one of these equations, what all the symbols mean, and what relationship or quantity they define. For example, if we just run through them, and that's what you should do, you should run through them. What is this one? Oh, that's delta theta. That's the definition of delta theta. It's theta final minus theta initial. This is the definition of average angular or rotational velocity. This is the definition of instantaneous velocity, and you should be able to explain, using words, examples, and these 2 equations, the difference between average and instantaneous angular velocity. This is average acceleration and instantaneous, and the parallel to angular velocity is the same. Now, what you might know is that most of all the examples we looked at, the average velocity, the acceleration was constant, so the average and the instantaneous were the same. So generally we don't need to worry about instantaneous because the acceleration is usually constant. That's not true, of course, of the angular velocity. And from this equation and this equation, we derive these 4 equations. So these are derived equations that are used for solving problems. These are our work equations. And you know what all the symbols mean. This is angular displacement. This is average angular velocity times time. This is the final angular velocity, the initial, the angular displacement, the angular acceleration. So make sure you know all those and you can explain and use those equations. And the last and important set of equations, well, they're all important, of course, is group 3, where we convert a linear and an angular quantity. And so this group of equations is used whenever we're converting a distance to an angular displacement or a tangential velocity to a rotational velocity. And you should know the examples. So if an object X and object Y are on a turntable, and the turntable turns a quarter turn, right? A quarter, 90 degrees, a quarter turn, pi over 2 radians, you know all that. That each object, if it does it, say, in a second, then it's moving a quarter turn per second, and everything on the wheel is moving a quarter turn per second. But the tangential velocity, but the distance each one covers, would be s for x. That distance would be s for y. Those different distances are different, and we get those by using the first equation. And if we wanted to get the velocity, the tangential, and the reason it's called tangential velocity, right, is this moves around. The direction of it at any instant is always tangent to the circle. And if it goes around at a constant velocity, then the tangential acceleration is 0, right? It's not speeding up or slowing down. But because it's moving in a circle, it has a centripetal acceleration. And so the centripetal acceleration is there whenever anything is moving in a circle. And that's how you calculate it. But the tangential acceleration exists only if there's an angular acceleration, right? And if something's moving in a circle, its speed, its velocity is its direction and its speed, and that's always tangent to the circle. And so obviously the thing on the inside isn't moving as fast as the thing toward the outside. So these are the important concepts that you need to know and need to be able to explain if, and in fact I will ask you an essay question on one of these topics that I just talked about. So make sure you review the equations and that you understand all the symbols and all the relationships. And after those next 6 questions, you get to the calculation problem. So you can be sure that there's going to be some kind of calculation problem involving, right? These apparatuses are all pretty much the same apparatus. The only difference is this one has the skirt that goes through the photo gate. And so make sure that you've done and can do these sorts of calculation problems, knowing which equations to use. And once again, it's important to be careful that you distinguish between angular velocity, tangential velocity, and the 3 kinds of accelerations: the alpha, the angular acceleration, the tangential acceleration, and the centripetal acceleration. Those are a lot of different quantities, and it's easy to get them confused if you're not careful. And the units are important. This is radians per second because it's a speed. This is in meters or centimeters per second. Alpha, the angular velocity, is going to be in radians per second squared. So if you're explaining these, it's important to use units. And this is in meters, just like the acceleration we're familiar with. And this one has the same units, meters per second squared. So review all that, and you'll be well prepared for the quiz.